Welcome back. If you're looking for work, there are plenty of jobs available right now, and that is certainly true in law enforcement. Police departments across the state are searching for the next generation of cops and troopers. Joining us today to paint a picture of how many openings exist is Sean Cassidy. He's the president of PoliceApp.com, a job site used by police departments around the country and many here in Connecticut to recruit. Thanks for being with us.
Eric, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. And
it's a big issue right now, finding qualified men and women to join law enforcement.
It's a big issue now. It's been a big issue for the past several years. It certainly has gotten worse with a tighter job market, as well as the kind of anti-law enforcement sentiment that has swept across the country. So in the state of Connecticut, just to kind of give you an idea, there's somewhere between 800 and 1,000 vacancies. Some of those are immediate, and some of those are anticipated vacancies in the course of the next year or so. And that information comes from speaking with recruiters at the departments, the chiefs themselves, and the human resource and personnel directors at cities and towns across the state. So, yeah, absolutely a big issue here in the state of Connecticut, and also across the country.
Tell me about that nationwide piece, because obviously, you know, we're focused here in Connecticut, but no matter where you are, it's a tough time to get people to just apply for these jobs. Is that fair?
Yeah, very fair. Yeah. So in PoliceApp, we work in 36 different states, about 900 law enforcement agencies across the country, everywhere from Maine to Montana. Quite a few states here in the Northeast, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New Jersey, down through the Middle Atlantic as well. And so this is a problem not just local here to Connecticut, but absolutely spreads across the country. And there are some places that are worse. You know, so the West Coast is actually experiencing a higher attrition rate and a higher vacancy rate. As a result, what you're seeing out there is a lot of sign-on bonuses, $10,000, $20,000 sign-on bonuses for candidates. We haven't seen that so much here in Connecticut or the Northeast, although they're starting to trickle in. We're starting to see those in some agencies that are really struggling. So absolutely a big problem across the country.
So what do you tell potential people? Why should they go visit your app, and why should they think about this, you know, this law enforcement career?
Yeah, so what I would say to people is there's never been a better time. I've been involved in this for nearly 25 years, and there's never been so many vacancies and so few applicants. And so it has always been traditionally a very competitive process. But the competition is certainly less than it's ever been. And so I'd say to people who have applied previously, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, or people who are considering it as a career, that this is the time to do it. And it doesn't matter what type of agency you're interested in working in, whether it's the big cities, Bridgeport, Hartford, New Haven, or the state police, the big agencies, or the smaller departments, Manchester, Midsize, Bethel, Coventry. All of these departments have vacancies right now. And the great thing about police work is that it's diverse, and it's as diverse as the communities that have these police officers in place. So you can certainly find an environment that you're comfortable working with or working in, and focus your energy on getting hired in those places.
Now, how does your process work? I know a lot of parents of teenagers will be familiar with like the Common College application. Is it kind of the same idea? Go in there and put your info in, and you can apply multiple places at once? What happens?
Yeah, very similar. So our applications, once you complete one application, the information that's you put into the application is stored. Very often the applications are similar from one agency to the next. There may be some small discrepancies, you know, department-specific questions, but generally all that information is stored in your portal on your police app account. And so it's very easy then to apply to additional places. And the other thing, Eric, about our process, we try to create, in the state of Connecticut, there's 3 main tests, or 4 main tests. 3 of them are written exams, the CPCA, the South Central Criminal Justice, the Law Enforcement Council. If you take and pass those exams, so one written exam will qualify you for multiple agencies. In the case of the CPCA, it's about 40 different agencies. And then if you combine that with the CHIP test, which is the physical fitness test, which qualifies you for over 100 departments, it's a much easier process than it has ever been. So previously, you would have had to take a written test for each and every agency you apply to. And typically, an applicant would apply for 3 to 5 different agencies. So now, one written test, one physical test, and really you can apply to agencies across the state. So we have streamlined and simplified the process. And we're always looking for ways to actually make it more efficient. And so that's always our goal.
I'm going to give you time at the end to sort of make one more pitch for why people should go on there. But I just want to ask you this. If people are watching and you're saying there's more vacancies than ever, there's fewer applicants than ever, they're going to say, Sean, so are they dropping the standards? Are we getting people who 10 years ago would never have been hired and now they're out there, you know, in their uniforms and on my streets?
Well, I'll tell you, some standards over the years have changed. And so let me cover a few of them with you, because now when you look back in retrospect, you think how funny they are. Historically, 20 years ago, individual couldn't have facial hair, right? That would have gotten you excluded from the process. Tattoos, absolutely not. Well, now we have departments who actually promote the fact and the art on people's arms and bodies. You know, so they almost think of that as, look, it indicates that we're open and receptive, right, to things. So simple things like that have certainly changed.
Certainly an evolution. We got about 30 seconds left. Give me the pitch. Why should someone go to policeapp.com and check it out?
Well, because it's great jobs, great pay, okay, fantastic benefits, paid training, and you can be up and running in a new job, new career path in 3 to 4 months, and that's an outstanding opportunity. No college credit debt or anything like that. You can, within the first year, make $70,000 to $80,000 and have the world available to you.
All right, and 800 jobs open right now, at least, if not more than that. So that's a big number.
That's a big number.
All right. Sean Cassidy, president of policeapp.com. Thank you for being with us, and hopefully people will check that out.
Thanks, Eric.